Alrighty. Hello again. This is Trice Majestus, and we're sitting here on the D2EA North Star, down to Earth Astronomy's carrier, which will be leaving for Colonia sometime after tonight's stream, the 8 p.m. in-game time. It is 1 o'clock in the morning game time, so about 7 hours from now. But prior to that, I'm basically going to be gathering some materials. Oh, thank you. Oh, look at everybody who's on. Cool. Make sure I have some limpets. Actually, go to inventory, check that out. Yep, I loaded up on limpets, so let's go signal source surfing. Or at least as soon as get to hook up with Lynn here. Oh, hey, Philip is actually in the nice. Already in wing. Aha, they're winged up. Cool. Yes, I am silly. But those of you who've been seen me on the street before know I'm silly. Hey-ho. It's the signal source as we go. How do I change the system from here? That didn't work. That didn't work. Forget how to do that. Well, we'll figure it out eventually. Let's go prowl some signal sources and gather some materials.
Maintain a controlled speed until clear.
Owie, let's get out of the way of this. Retract landing gear.
Landing gear retracted.
Landing gear retracted.
Emily. Where's your ship?
3, 2, 1, engage.
All right. Okay, got a couple of high grades. Five seconds. Yeah, like I'm gonna make that. We'll try. It's not that far. Oh no, I'm not even gonna get anywhere near there. Oh, that one I can get to. There we go. Good evening.
Hi, Trace. Long time no see.
Yeah, how you doing, Mr. Plays in Solo?
Look, I
Just yanking your chain, come on.
don't know after 5 days of not being invited.
I tell him it's full of bullshit, but he's calling me. He thinks that I went and talked to you offline somewhere and told you that we couldn't have him on the stream anymore.
No.
Yeah,
That's
something.
what
I
he-
don't know.
That's what
did
he's
just-
been spreading on his channel.
No, I did not. Look, Anthony asked me directly.
And he
something's
said, I
up.
don't know,
I'm like, I don't know. I don't know
think
what's
it's
up.
because
And
Wayne
the only
can't
thing I
like
can
me.
think of is maybe me and Lynn don't mix right, and maybe some, like, you know.
You two are like oil and fire. You ignite
Yeah,
every.
exactly.
But it's hilarious. I mean, especially since neither of you takes it personally.
I don't take
No.
it personally.
He takes it personally. I just blow it off
No.
and consider the source.
No, I don't take it personally. I thought you do. you seem to take it personally.
Don't see me online,
Like,
except
remember
right now.
when
Excuse me, folks. Time out there. You don't see me online on a stream that I'm broadcasting to God knows who all's listening to about getting my feelings hurt because they didn't invite me for 5 days. And it's because Lynn and I don't see
I will take her
Running
live.
on
Oh,
empty.
that's not how it happens,
Come
and
on.
you know it. That's not how it happens, and you know it.
I can go back and replay your video over Trace's stream.
Go ahead, by all means. If Trace wants it, I don't know if he wants to play
Well,
that.
I'm telling you, take your drama, shove it up your
It
ass,
was in
and stop
response
lying.
to something Anthony asked me directly if something was
And then
up.
you accuse me of talking with Anthony, and we haven't seen Anthony in 3 or 4
No,
days.
I said it's clear you sourced
Okay.
the stream and didn't just talk to Anthony and what he relayed to you. So you should have heard. I said I didn't know if something's up or not, but this is the only thing I can think of that might have happened.
Every time that you were in our, I think there was one day where we had, we were full and couldn't invite you because you came on after we had already filled in.
That was actually only a few days ago. I saw you. There were 4 people online.
Yeah.
You had a lot of people on there.
But other than that, every time you've been on the stream, I've invited you, or in the private group, I've invited you. You've been in solo a ton.
That's because after 5 days of not being invited, I said, well,
You
I'm not
don't
being
get it.
invited.
I'm going to have to go back since he left for his little trip and sit there and watch all the fucking streams, excuse the French,
You
and
should.
prove to this little fart that he is totally brain dead.
I dare you. I so dare you.
Well, you know she'll do it.
And you don't even have to watch the whole stream.
What I find
you
is
have to
sad
do
is you're sitting there on your milk crate crying in your post toasties because you didn't get an invite, but you have too much moral standards or you're too damn hard-headed to send a private DM to either him or me because we may have been fighting and didn't see you come on. But you sit there with your hurt feelings on your little milk box crying in your post toasties.
What do you mean? No, I'm not crying.
But anyways, you're back
Anyways.
in the group. And before you make me change my mind of even inviting you this time.
And you wonder why I don't think things.
But the problem is, Philip, I'm a big enough girl that if I have a problem with you, I'll come directly at you. I don't need Trace to fight my goddamn fights. I'm big enough to fight my own. Anyways, subject's done.
Yep.
Welcome back. What is wrong with your FSD?
For some reason, one of the neutron stars were a lot hotter than it should have been. And even though I was nowhere near it, when I got kicked out because the cones were shorter than the exclusion zone, I lost 15% of my hull in less than a second. And my FSD dropped to 77% durability. But after that happened, all of a sudden it started degrading over time by itself.
Disengage.
So
Exiting hyperspace.
I'm hoping I'll make it back to Colonia. I should. I only have 9,000 light years left.
Actually, there's a
And
carrier
I'm at
closer to you.
65.
Actually,
Sure.
Philip, there's a carrier closer to you than the Colonia, but Mr. Trace will have to look it up for you.
Okay, I will do so. Give me a second.
It's the one between where he's at and Colonia. It's the last carrier we stopped on before we got into Colonia.
Okay, I'll get the system.
You do realize I'm behind the galactic core, right? Not in between Colonia and
The DSA network,
I said, did you?
Philip, the DSSA network is almost completely deployed.
Okay.
So you are never beyond 10,000 light years from a carrier anywhere in the galaxy. So, let me go to the DSSA carrier tracking site.
They have an independent website, right?
Yes, they do.
Oh. Tracy's right across from the one.
What the hell is... Oh, is that... Did I lose that on the other computer? Okay, fine.
What?
Don't
only
jump
like
no
one-
more, Philip. Don't jump no
Okay.
more. Please.
Yep. I'm flying to a high metal content world to map, and then ammonia world, so I'll be here for a while.
Okay, I can... Let's see, galaxy map.
Here's the galaxy map, Commander.
Cargo scoop.
He's closest to, I believe, HYPUE.
Okay,
JAA space RT-Q.
home carrier search. Where do I set the... Where do I set
He's closer
the...
to the Enigma. That's the name I was trying to find.
The Enigma. Okay. There's actually, there looks to be a DSSA website with a carrier search, but it says near Sol. So how do I set... Oh, galaxy map. All carriers map.
Here's the galaxy map, Commander.
Galaxy map.
Here's the galaxy map, Commander.
I wish I could show you this, Philip, but I don't have no
Yeah.
live stream. But
Uh,
it's a direct line. Where you're at from Sagittarius is a direct line out to you. We'll rush just right straight out from you, just into the... What the hell is that? The carrier's just straight out from you across the little section line there. I mean, you're closer to it, a hell of a lot closer to it than you are Colonium.
okay.
Oh, Jesus, yeah.
You see what I'm saying there, Trace?
Yeah, he's, Okay, system you want to be heading for, Philip, it's maybe 10 jumps, 20 jumps from you.
Okay.
Is HYP...
Oh, wait 1 second. Let me fly to this ammonia planet first. Because if I type that in, it will...
Right.
It will
It will
screw up
change
my
your position.
targeting.
Mm-hmm.
It's only 2,000 light seconds away, so it won't take long.
Okay. Here, let me write it down and I'll put it in chat and you can tell us how far this system is from you. If not, I think there's another carrier that's also close to you.
Okay. It's funny, what details they choose to put in this game while omitting other details.
Well, we all know that there's certain things they're not going to put in the game because they don't have the server capacity or the want to do it, and it's just as easy for you guys to look them up on a third tool.
Yeah.
No, actually, I was referring to how my FSD is degrading because it's damaged.
They do.
Yeah, once they get below a
Because you got
certain
into
point.
a cone.
Yeah, once
Oh,
they...
okay. Once you get below a certain percent, they just start degrading.
Yeah, because you're below the...
Okay.
You're below 80, which is a problem. So you don't have that many jumps. All right. So let me put this...
Put it in the YouTube chat. I'll copy it and I'll throw it into his YouTube chat.
Oh, okay, that'll work.
That's the fastest way, and that way he'll get it correctly.
Yeah, that works.
And I don't want to ever hear you say that I never do anything for you. This is
I
like the
never
second or
said
third
that.
time I've done it. Well, if I didn't like you, you think I'd went to this problem?
There you go. It's in the chat. Trying to think if they. I'll see if there's another one.
Well, I'll definitely be able to make it like 10 jumps easy. I mean, I've heard of people still being able to use the FSD when it's down to like 20%, and I'm nowhere near that.
Hey, you see it now there in your chat?
Now I do.
Okay, all you gotta do is once you get rid of your ammonia world there.
Yep.
Highlight that, throw it in your thing, and see how far it is. It should be. You have 128 jumps to Colonia, right, or something like that. You said this should be like 10.
Okay.
And you're welcome.
Thanks.
Galaxy map.
Here's the galaxy map, Commander.
And you want to
Let's
invite
see if I
Trent?
can.
I'm not getting messages that he joined. He jumped on.
Hang on a minute.
I didn't get a message that he was even on. He jumped on.
And then you want to sit there and gripe at us because we supposedly
Okay,
figured out.
Odin's Hold. Ooh, there's one even closer to you.
Throw it in there and I'll put it up too.
Yeah, let me see where he is. Okay, you're in the top end of Odin's Hold. Oh Jesus, there's one that's maybe 500. You're almost right on top of one.
Am I?
Yep. Yes.
All these fleet carriers that supposedly exist out here, I'm surprised I didn't jump into one by just happenstance.
Do you happen to have the carrier filters on or off?
No, I'm jumping by the star.
You're not even paying attention what I asked you. In your left hand panel, did you
I don't
put
have any
carriers?
of the filters
Okay.
off. Everything's showing.
Okay.
So this one is probably. Oh jeez. How close is this?
Well, Phil, you're going to have your choice of whichever one's closer, so whichever one you want to go to.
Okay.
SZ
Did you put the second one
Yes,
in?
sir.
dash M
Okay.
8.
Ah, there it is. Copy.
It's like 3,000 light years.
What are you going out of the thingy for?
Because alt tapping sometimes causes issues.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't never use Alt-Tab. I just use the window key to pull it up, and then I go to YouTube.
Window key. Actually, according the way my computer works, it kind of same thing basically. It's just a shortcut.
Yeah, but it never Alt-Tabs me out of
let's see.
anything.
So literally, it's.
How do you paste things into the client again? What was the
CV or
shortcut for
Control
that?
V,
Oh, okay.
or at least that's what mine is. Control V.
29,
Yeah,
9,
that works.
and you're at 28.
What?
Oh, okay. It's not as far as it looked. It's
18.
2,000
It's
light
It's
years.
1,944 light years
yeah,
away.
Yeah.
it's real close.
1,944 compared to 9,854.
Yep.
Yes, it works.
Yeah. So that that you're never very far from a carrier.
let's see where that is on the...
There are only, looks like 4 carriers that are not deployed in their location at this point.
Oh, okay. Cool. It doesn't take me really off course from where I want to be, so that works. Not closer, but it keeps me in the region I want to be in.
Yep, still in Odin's Hole.
Yep.
What just happened? Something blinked at me.
Hi,
Oh, Cody just came in. Hey, Cody!
Howdy, howdy. You still running around aimlessly there, Trace? Oh, I gotta collect this and collect that.
Well, I gotta be on down to Earth's carrier at the end of the stream tonight, because he's leaving in 7 hours.
Okay, for Colonia, right?
Yep.
That last link I posted in your thingy bobber.
Yep.
Is where you can see where all the carriers are listed that in case you need another emergency stop somewhere. So save that to your favorite toolbar or whatever, and that way you'll always have it.
Yeah, that is the contains.
I don't see the link.
It may take 10 or 15.
That's right. I don't think people can post links except for me. Except for the streamer.
Well, then that's your problem then.
Yeah, that's every streamer has to deal with that.
Yep, I deal with that all the time.
What you do is you go to Trace's stream.
Yeah.
The link is there. Grab it, save it to your favorites bar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I put it in my stream chat. That is the link to the tracking site, which has every DSSA carrier. And only DSSA carriers. What that means is every one of those carriers has repair, refuel, refit, and universal cartographics. Yep, and they've committed for several years. Every single one of them. So, you've always got help in those locations.
Okay, cool.
And Philip, you're welcome.
Yeah, thanks.
What are y'all carrying on about? Because apparently I missed something.
Philip ended up in a problem star. Basically a neutron star with exit cones that didn't go past the exclusion zone. So he ended up getting double whammed and did a large amount of damage to his FSD, and it's now past the point where it degrades every jump.
Well, not every jump, but
wow.
It goes down there gradually.
Yep. So, since I can, he's in the wing, I was able to see where he was and go to the DSSA carrier tracking site and find the closest carrier to him. And it's only like 1,900 light years from him.
Instead of 9,000 like Colonia is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the hell are you going back to Colonia for anyways, Phil?
Actually, I looped around the galactic core. And I'm stopping off in Colonia on my way back to the bubble so I can finish engineering my life support.
Okay, cool. Well, if you get there in time, you can hit your ride back to the bubble and save you some trouble.
9,000 and...
Did you rhyme that on purpose?
Yeah,
oh, wait, when are you heading back to the bubble?
He's leaving Monday morning.
1st?
Oh, okay.
8 a.m. server time on Monday.
Oh, yeah, I'll probably be in Colonia. I have enough engineering materials to engineer by. Forget if I had enough to upgrade the engineer to tier 5. So I might have miscalculated. I have to look once I get there. See if I had extra materials on me.
Well, you'll still have to go back to Colonia because you're not expert in combat to get the other one unlocked anyways.
Oh yeah, but that's not anytime soon.
Well, I don't know.
I don't know. I did it in 2 days.
Wait, the duck hit expert in 2 days?
Yeah.
Yep.
How? Look, when I'm in combat and I'm fighting with you guys, I get like 2 to 3% top. So
Well, that's because we figured out the secret combination there. We don't go in with you. You go in with the security guys in a haz-res site high.
Okay.
That way you got security guys coming in. That way you get all the percentage points. You don't split it with nobody.
Oh, okay. Is that what's happening?
Yep.
And it's actually split. It's not okay.
And it's not split evenly.
No, it's whoever's the highest rank probably gets most of it.
No.
No, it's damage related.
Yeah, because
That
Trace is
sucks.
higher ranked than I was. I was gaining like 2 percentage points. It averaged out where I was gaining until I got in the same league as him, 2 percentage points. But then when I got in the same dangerous level with him, then all bets were off.
Oh, okay.
Because I couldn't understand it. I'd go out to the high myself, and I could get 10 to 15% every
Yeah.
time for 2 hours work. I'd go in with Trace, and I'd be lucky to get 2.
Yeah.
So basically, over 5 hours, I went from at the beginning of competent to expert.
Oh, okay. Cool.
And with you being lower than competent, you should be able to do it even faster because you get more percentages for more ships.
Actually, didn't I just become competent before I left the bubble? It's okay. I thought I did.
Philo, just click
Look in your right panel.
Yeah, I'm competent.
Okay,
At 3%.
3%. So you're
2 days.
yeah, or less. I mean, I went from 11% to next level in 5 hours.
Oh, yeah, that's 2 days for you because 2 hours at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think there's some high hazardous res out there at Colonial for high. You might be able to do it, buddy.
Yeah, it really doesn't take all that long.
Cargo scoop retracted.
But that was a trick. I thought that was the way it was, but I didn't have enough, what do you call it, concrete facts to back it up. But when Trace went out there without me and he was doing it, then we came to the conclusion, yeah, you get more rank if you go by yourself.
Yep.
So I hate games that do that.
The other thing I noticed is that when we were in a wing and Lynn was not in with me, or she was in the wing, but she was off somewhere else doing something else,
Oh, okay.
the quality of the enemies went up. So I started getting my head handed to me.
Yeah, I thought he was going to kick me out of the group so that he wouldn't get his ass handed to him.
Yeah, so be careful if you wing up, because you'll have my level of enemies rather than yours.
Yeah.
So on the
I
other,
get to see his hull go down a lot, and it's like, oh, damn.
yeah, before she got on and we winged up, I went for an hour and a half or so without even having my shields go down. Well, no, I think they went down once.
And then when I come on, it's like every time he went and got fixed, he'd come back out there. He didn't even get to finish one fight, and his hull and his shields were going down. Had I known that was what was happening, I would have said, good night, Commander. I'll see you when Trace is on.
Yeah. Well, I didn't mind once I recognized what was going on. You know, it's like, oh, okay, fine. I'll just, you know. So I changed my tactics a little bit. And didn't just, you know, I actually started paying attention to what I was fighting rather than just shooting everything.
So basically, it's pointless fighting in the wing unless you're doing like a mission or something. If
Unless you're doing
just
combat
want
bonds.
experience, it's pointless.
Combat bonds, you want the people with the higher rank so they can take more of the heat off of you while you go in here and pop someone to back out and wait for them to blow up.
Yeah, that's true. It's good for farming credits.
Yeah. On the other hand, because I had better quality opponents in there, I got a higher percentage when Lynn was in the wing, but not in the instance. Disengage.
Oh, okay.
Exiting hyperspace.
So I got.
He was getting his rank and a little bit below and a little bit above, but when I came in, he was getting elite.
Elite, yeah.
That's when you wait for the security guys to take the half their hull out, and then you go in and you pepper them.
Well, with my Anaconda outfitted the way it is, I just waited for them to take half the shields on things with wings that were in wings. If things weren't in wings, I would just open up and kill them because I can't. You know, a multi-cannon loadout like the Duck has will just slaughter a single ship.
Yeah. But what was eating him is some of these ships that had fighters.
Oh,
And while he was peppering the main ship, the little fighters were taking him down.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Letting little fighters beat you up?
Well, you're fighting a big opponent, and you're facing him, and the little fighter's hanging right behind you, peppering you right square in the ass, and you can't get to him. Yeah, he's going to take your shields down, and yeah, he's going to take your hull out.
A little fighter firing a plasma accelerator.
What? Wait. Fighters can't have plasma accelerators?
Yes, they can. 2 different types.
Really?
Yeah, 2 different types of fighters can have plasma.
Do you even know, have you ever owned a fighter before?
Yeah, I do.
Which one?
The top A or whatever it's called.
Taipan.
Taipan?
Taipan.
Yeah, I don't think the Taipan can get one. It's the GU, I think. One of them can. Down to Earth Astronomy has a lovely video on the different loadouts for different fighters.
Oh, I know why.
And you know that guy. You know, I'm sitting fighting a gunship, trying to take him down, and he's got prismatic shields or something, very high rated shields, and I'm working my way through his shields. And next thing I know, I mean, he's not firing at me, but suddenly my shields are just like going down. It's like, what the hell's going on here? And I look, and there's a fighter behind me, and he's firing plasma. It's like, oh great, I can't even see it to dodge it.
Well, you were in your, Anaconda, right?
Yep.
And you know how an Anaconda handles.
Pretty well, actually.
If you use your thrusters, your Anaconda is a very agile ship. If you don't use your thrusters, it's like flying a brick around.
It's not going to outdodge a fighter.
If I'm not fighting his host ship, yeah, I could take that. I could get it turned around on a fighter and run it over, or blow, or whatever. It's not too difficult. He can't stay out of my firing arc forever.
Unless he's right up your ass.
Then you boost away and you flip upside down on him.
Yeah.
FA boost FA off and flip around. Yep. He doesn't have. Oh, it went away.
They don't have boost in the belt seats. That's true.
Yep. And I just basically, no problem getting around on him. Actually, it's hard. An Eagle is harder, but
Well, yeah.
But the problem is I was fighting his host ship, and I didn't realize he was back there until I'd lost a ring of shield. And then by then it's like, oh, shit. And then my shields went down.
With the Galactic Forge. Something weird's going on with the Galactic Forge tonight.
That doesn't make any sense.
What
with the
Galactic Forge?
generation.
You talking about? Who?
He's talking the Galactic...
Generation.
Yes, but that doesn't make any sense because that only runs... The Galactic Forge only runs when the server starts up.
Oh, okay.
That
So
doesn't run during the game.
Oh, okay. I thought it... Okay. Then it's just a coincidence then?
Yep.
Because the last 10 jumps or so had the same start of lineups of planets. It would be Star, Asteroid Belt, Metal Ridge. Yes, a landable Metal Ridge, which are super rare by the way, and Desert
Not my experience.
Asteroid Belt, and like a gas giant.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
There are
it's
certain...
like that almost the whole night already.
Well, yeah, you're in Odin's Hold. Of course it is.
Oh, okay. Is that this whole region's like that?
It tends more towards that in that region, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But none of those are, galactic-wide, no, there's not really that rare for a landable Meadow Ridge.
What are you doing tonight, Cody, besides sitting at Shinrada?
Oh, I'm listening to y'all. I'm actually gonna go out and do my rank up with my little dude.
Oh, okay. Well, just...
Go combat. Sorry, I
Yeah.
was trying to think of what it was called.
I figured when you said your little dude, it was probably the Python.
Exiting hyperspace.
Oh yeah, that's what I mean. Wow, those are expensive.
What?
The bulkheads.
They get that way,
Wait till you start flying a cutter.
We got reactive surface. I have a cutter.
Wait till you get
Near
A-rating it up.
military and reinforced. I guess I should go.
I rarely use anything but lightweight.
You never changed it from the lightweight alloy?
Only for my Corvette.
That's an interesting looking rocky moon.
And what I do for it, since the lightweight is carries no weight, is I will go heavy duty, deep plated.
In the engineering?
On the engineering, yeah. And what that will do is it will give you the best.
Yeah, I don't.
Cargo scoop retracted.
Good.
It's like 3/4 the military in capability with no weight.
Yeah, I don't have mine engineered at all yet. I haven't done that engineering. That's the only thing I don't have engineered yet in my course.
Yep, and
Celine Jean, she does it.
what ship are you using for doing that combat?
My Python. My Python.
Yeah, I'd use it. I'd do shield tanking on it rather than hull. When your hull when your shield gets low, just leave.
Right. Yeah, that's what I do.
You have two options. It's what shield banks and then shield cell boosters.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. Well, the
Yes, and I have let's see here, shield boosters on. I have 2 shield boosters on.
okay, and I assume they're grade A.
Correct.
Are they engineered yet?
No.
Okay, when you engineer them, resistance augmented, and then thermal block. Even if you just do one level of it.
Resistant augmented. Okay.
Yep. And I would go and literally go just do one level on each. It's relatively cheap. Resistance augmented, thermal boost. That will get you a lot more defense against lasers. So they won't take your shields down quite so easily.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3,
What in the heck are my repair limits at? I don't. I guess I have to buy one.
Guys, it's almost March, and I haven't heard anything about beta for the Odyssey.
No.
Have you?
They're still working on it, and they said it wouldn't be the
It's
first quarter,
supposed to be
didn't it?
coming in April, though.
No, they delayed it.
Yeah, to April, I thought.
Nope.
Okay, I thought they said they delayed it to April.
They did, and then they delayed it again. I'm not sure when the release date is.
Just keep doing what you're doing, because it ain't out yet.
Yeah, no. I know. I was just wondering when are they going to have beta? They're going to host the beta after Odyssey is released? That's pointless.
No, they pushed the whole thing back because of problems.
Oh, okay.
I thought they were just going to come out with Alpha first.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They're calling it Alpha for some. That whole thing bothered me. You're not going to have an Alpha right before the release of the expansion. It's...
We shall see.
It's their game. They'll do what they want.
The main systems aren't even fully implemented yet,
That's it.
and that's troubling.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how they go. I don't know.
I must have left some stuff somewhere else. Or I accidentally said, oh, you know what, I think I sold it. That's what happened. Alright, let's go Q and pew and shoot some damn buddy. Thank you.
Since you're in here with two people, it's dangerous.
Your enemies are going to be rather interesting.
That's right.
They're probably just going to ignore him.
We may be losing friends because of our rank.
Whoa, and that's an interesting star. Extremely bright. Got codex for something. Oh yeah. A very unusual B-class star.
Can't say I've missed that.
Oh, it's a supergiant. A B-class supergiant, huh?
Nice.
Didn't know that was the thing. B-class stars tend to be small.
Leaving hyperspace.
No, they don't. They tend to be large.
What are you doing back here? You done gathering up materials already?
That's what I'm doing.
You know that you done?
Huh? No, I'm not on the carrier.
incoming message.
Oh, you're getting the signals in here. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. I don't know
So
why
what are
I
you
thought you were
saying?
someplace else.
My components are going to be harder?
You're going to get a lot more
Landing
elite,
here.
deadly, and dangerous.
Yeah, you're going to have a higher class of enemy than you're used to. So be a little careful picking on the. Be a little careful which enemies you pick on. Well, see if you can handle it first, because since there are going to be higher quality enemies, they're also going to get you a higher percentage per enemy on your experience. So it's you're gonna get more elite and dangerous than you normally get.
What's your
I usually don't
rank?
get any. Usually the worst, I guess, competitive. No, what is it?
Competent.
Confident.
Yes, thank you. I was trying to pull it up. Yes,
Yeah.
I usually don't get any higher than my same rank. Or is dangerous below me or above me?
Above you. There's competent, expert, dangerous, deadly, elite.
Dangerous.
Yeah. Without us in the wing, the max you're likely to get is dangerous. In the wing with us, you're going to get mostly dangerous, deadly, and elite. Now,
Maybe a master every once in a while.
Maybe a master every once in a while, but so be careful. Don't pick on anything in the wing at the beginning, unless the police are in you and pounding on them, and then join in. And just be careful. Be ready to run if you need to. But it shouldn't be beyond your ability, but just like I said, be careful. Just,
You do know you're talking to Truck It, right? With the ability to talk.
Uh-huh.
Just saying.
Yep.
I mean, I have engineered multi-cannons and engineered beams.
Okay.
I mean, that's what it is.
Yep, that should be fine. So, go into a high res and hang out with the police.
Right, I'm headed into a hazardous. Should I
go to a high? High has smaller ships.
The difference between hazardous and high, hazardous has no security whatsoever.
Well, that's not. It depends on the system. Some systems you'll get security in there, but the problem is what you're going to get is a lot of anacondas. Whereas in the high,
anacondas though.
See the thing.
Blow my canopy off.
Yes. So you go in the highs, and you may see an occasional anaconda in a high, but you'll see most of the time you won't see anything better than an assault ship. Occasionally a fertile ants. But just like I said, be careful, be ready to run, because if you get in an elite assault ship, he might drop out a fighter. He does that, just leave.
And in your league right now, you're being competent. If you kill another competent, that's 1 point. If you kill an expert, you get a point, 1.25. Master, you get 1.50. Dangerous, you get 1.75. Deadly, you get 2 points. And elite, you get 2.25. Where Trace and I, we only get 1.50 for elite.
Yeah. So the thing with us you're being in the wing with us.
About percentage?
Mm-hmm.
That's how many percentage points you pick up per kill. Yeah. So by having elites in there, you're gonna. Yeah. So by having elites in there, and just hanging out with the police and killing elites, your combat rank is going to shoot right up. I mean, that's how I went from 11% competent to expert in 5 hours.
Well, I'm at 19%. Yeah, 19%.
Well, what we'll do is I'm going to write that down, and then when you get done, before you leave us, tell me what it is, and then we'll see how many you gained.
You'll be surprised at how fast you're going to go up.
Really Right.
Frameshift
I gotta
like
stop
when you-
hanging out with you guys.
Well,
I'm doing
Why?
a loop of shame for crying out loud. Let's get in here.
Shame!
Oh, here we go.
wait till you get dangerous and deadly. We're harmless, mostly harmless, novelist. You get 0% for it. And then when you become deadly, you add competent and dangerous to that 0 list. You only get points for master and up, so it takes. Yeah.
See, this is stuff I didn't know, so I retract my previous statement about hanging out with you guys. I apologize. Please forgive me.
Well, it's not that, but the simple fact is, it took. How many months have we been doing this? And it just dawned on us that we get more rank when we are not in the same area.
I know.
We've been doing this for a long time, and we just now dawned on us that here we were working our butts off to rank
And you were
up.
spending weeks, if not months, getting only like 2%
Well,
every 2 hours.
yeah. Well, Trice will only get 1% or 2 every 2 hours because most of the ships that he's fighting against, he gets 0 for.
Yeah.
And the problem,
The trace only gets for deadly, dangerous, and elite.
if it's not one of those 3, I get 0.
Just goodies they drop.
Yeah, just a good easy drop. Yeah.
But that's your rank. Shouldn't you get more of them showing up?
Sure, I get more of the better ships showing up, but I still get a bunch of the lesser ships showing up too. And I just, basically killing everything I see, without any real regard for, what rank it is, because what I'm really after when I'm in there doing it is their materials.
Yeah.
So, the combat rank is an extra bonus.
Yep. Because you assume you have to grind that so much, it doesn't really matter at this point. You'll get it when you get it.
Yeah, that's kind of, I don't have any real reason to go get myself to elite in combat. There's no reward to it.
Yep.
So when I'm
But
going
it was to get past expert.
to get past expert, yeah, because that unlocks an engineer. All right.
Wanted, wing of 3.
Yep. So what you do?
What are their ranks?
One is in a Cobra. He's elite. Another one's in a Viper and dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
The other
Yep,
one's probably
an elite
deadly.
Cobra.
That Cobra's an easy kill. Go for it.
No, he isn't. Don't believe him. Get yourself some cops.
I've killed them
No,
just fine.
trust me. I made that mistake once.
Disengage.
You didn't go up against an elite, Phil.
Yeah, I did. I
know-
took down an elite Cobra as well as an elite Asp.
And in what ship were you in? A Python that's not?
Oh no, I was in my Anaconda.
It makes a huge difference.
Oh, yeah, I forgot he's in a Python.
Now, if Cody was an actual, some combat pilot and knew how to fly in combat, much better than he currently does, I'd say go for it. But against a wing of 3, with a Cobra that's probably going to be firing frag cannons.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, well, frag cannons will rip your shields off.
Yeah.
And unless, a Python just doesn't have the shield to stand up to that.
Nope.
Are
Pythons small, aren't they?
Medium.
Medium? They're medium? Okay.
Programming limpet drone. Programming
proto-heat radiators.
That's number 2. Where's your buddy at?
Oh, did you take on the wing? Cool.
He is. He's a wanted, a deadly.
So you've probably got 2 asps and a cobra. Now the tactic to take that group down is kill the asps first because they're easier to take out.
Yeah.
And that will reduce the amount of damage you're taking. Now if you've got...
Holes have paper-thin holes, so...
Well, they're also deadly, so they're not as bad as the guy that's an elite. So you leave the elite guy till the end. You take out the 2 lesser ships. Keep a track of your shields. If your shields start, on your last ring of shields, just leave. They won't chase.
And I don't know if Trace noticed this or not, but the elites kind of hang out there in the, like the big dog calling the game plan. Well, the 2 deadlies, the dangerous and the deadly, sit there and pound the hell out of you. And they only usually come in to finish the kill off.
I hadn't noticed
As long
that.
as you don't pepper him first.
Oh, that's probably why I like to...
What'd you do?
I like to pepper the big guy first.
Well, remember, those elites were just kind of hanging out there?
Yeah.
And then as long as you didn't bother them, they just kind of hang there and watch the deal. And if the other 2 started getting their butts handed to them, then they would start to skip out on you. I'd like to see how Philip and Cody would have handled that wing mission we did when we drop in there and it'd be 1 anaconda and all of a sudden you turn around and there's 7 other ships dropping on you.
That was crazy.
What does the ship?
Everything you can think of.
Yeah.
Oh,
Carter Lances, Chieftains, Crusaders.
okay.
Occasionally a cobra and some eagles, but yeah.
Why were you doing such a wing mission? What was in it for you?
30 million.
Oh, okay, that's pretty good.
Yeah, so you drop into the instance and the only thing in there's an anaconda.
Okay.
As soon as you tag the anaconda, 6 to 7 other ships drop in.
Oh, okay, as soon as you tag it,
Yep, and they turn on you immediately, start firing.
so you still have to take out that anaconda.
Exiting
All of them fire at you. It doesn't matter. You're fighting 7 ships at one time.
Damn. Hope you got shield cell banks with you.
You didn't have time to generate them.
Yeah, the problem with shield cell banks is they don't work if you're being shot at. Because your shield doesn't regen when it gets hit.
But we did get one good one. We were mining something, and Anthony fell in there, and all he had to do was 9 tons of bromolite, and he got 30 million.
Yep.
Behind the star.
Cargo scoop retracted. Frame shield drive charging. Ready to engage.
Yeah, it was a pirate massacre mission. It's actually
Okay.
quite a bit of fun.
The first one was absolutely fun. The next
7
one,
ships hunting you down. It doesn't sound like fun to me, though.
Well, it was the mission was for 49 kills.
Oh, okay.
And each time you dropped in, you'd see this one anaconda. You know, I mean, you open up on the anaconda, and a whole bunch of smaller ships would just appear, and then they'd turn on you and start picking you apart. Luckily, I mean, you know, we were in a high security system, so about 15 to 20 seconds after, you know, they start pounding on you, the police show up.
Oh, okay. That's at least something.
Yeah, so it takes some of the heat off you. But you can't focus on the Anaconda. You have to focus on the small ships.
Yeah, because the Anaconda takes way too long to kill.
Yep, and as long as you're focusing on the Anaconda, all those small guys are going to be sticking to your behind. So when you turn around and start taking out all the smaller ships, and a few seconds later, the police show up, and of course they focus on the Anaconda.
Oh, okay.
So now it's you against the small ships and the police against the Anaconda. Now they'll get his shields down by the time you get done with the small ships.
Okay.
And they'll maybe have, you know, a quarter to half his hull gone. So the only way you basically get all 7 kills and minimize the number of instant times you have to drop into this thing is you tag the Anaconda, immediately turn around and start killing the other ships.
And hope that the Anaconda don't sneak up on your butt while you're doing it.
Well, I wasn't too worried about that because the police would jump in.
Yeah.
But then again, I was, you know, I had 8A prismatics. He wasn't getting through my shields in any, you know, reasonable amount of time. So, you know, it made for interesting, interesting entertainment.
We made what?
Oh, I don't even want to know how much we made. We made tons of money. You know, I think, you know, we got, you know, 30 million for the mission, and close to another 30 million in bounties.
Yeah.
That's a weird looking rocky. It looks like an actual planet. It doesn't look like a moon it's supposed to look. Take a screenshot of this.
What's a moon supposed to look like? It's a planet.
I know it's a rock. This thing looks like almost
let's
like
see you skip it across the lake and see how it skips.
This one looks like some kind of desert planet almost, with a few oases.
Not today, princess. Not today.
I love it when Cody talks that. Not today, princess. You belong to me. We created a monster in Cody. There, that's right.
He's got the greatest ringtone.
The harmonica, yeah.
That's his ringtone?
That's his ringtone, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mine is a train whistle. When it goes off, you know something happened.
Well, the system is not great for spawning signal sources.
It's not as well as that one.
Oh, hell no. I mean, there's only 6 out right now, and it just spawned another couple.
What in the hell are you shooting at, System Authority? You're shooting at a rock, jackass. Chasing my damn tail.
You're trying out his lasers.
Ain't trying out something.
The most weirdest thing I had happen to me was the other day when I was mining some osmium. I dropped in and I waited for the pirates to show up, which it didn't. All I had was security guys. And so I went to launching my prospectors because they were security. And I pulled up to this one because it had osmium in it, and I started mining it. And all of a sudden I looked to my left and there's a ship, and I looked to my right and there's a ship, and it's the 2 security things over there watching me mine.
That's nice.
I was like,
thanks for your help,
have
guys.
you ever seen anybody mine before? But anyways, That was
Well,
weird.
you messed up on me. No, sir. Not today. Not today.
Your shields are going down there, son.
Go on.
So
That's
one of his
okay.
rings.
He caught me off guard.
Oh.
See, because now he's dead. See, that's what happens when we mess with Truckett.
Oh, just for curiosity, what's your percentage now?
$24.
Jeez. You already went up 5%.
Yep, and I'm at 1.2 million in bounties. And I got a fine. What do I get a fine for? I don't know. Don't care.
What's the amount of it?
For 2,000 credits.
Ooh, you picked up several fines.
Yeah.
Basically, what you're picking up is indiscriminate firing. You missed your target and hit one of the cops.
If you click on it, it'll
Yeah, that
probably tell
probably
you.
happened. Well, they should get out of my way.
It's 400 per hit, approximately.
It just okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, then that's probably what
You're
happened.
reckless, Cody.
50%.
I'm what now?
Several stuff. 400 per indiscriminate
Hey.
hit, and you got 2,000? Jeez, you missed the target 5 times.
Hey. I'm telling you, look, I'm shooting a man, and then they jump in front of me. What am I supposed to do?
Stop firing.
Yeah,
Get out
exactly.
the way.
Stop fires.
Wait till you're flying around there and they fly
No,
into
what-
you, but
what-
you get the damn fine and they don't.
Yeah.
Disengage.
All right, wing of 2.
Exiting
I have
Major
an Asp Scout and an Eagle.
Eagle will go down in a hurry.
You know, they're probably going to blow him up as soon as he tries to go to his station.
Nope.
It's a fine, not a bounty.
Oh, okay. It's just a fine.
Yep.
With that many indiscriminate
Oh, he's got
shots,
heat
it should
seekers.
be a bounty by now.
Oh, Lord.
Nope. Because it's a they changed the way they worked.
Oh, okay.
So if you don't have, if you're firing at somebody, you have somebody targeted who's wanted, and you happen to hit a police, it's only or a civilian, it's only a fine.
Oh, okay. But if you're targeting the police, then it's a bounty.
Or if you're targeting nobody and you shoot a police, it's a bounty.
Oh, really?
Yep.
And one thing about it,
So
if you shoot an
I got a
innocent
Viper
bystander,
who's a master.
there's one thing about it, if you shoot an innocent bystander or a security guard or security, and you see that his hull is like 10% or something, you need to jump out of that instance, because if the pirate kills him, you get a notoriety too.
That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Frameshift drive charged.
Wow. Nice
Come on,
planet.
really?
It's
Really,
basically
Viper? You gonna try to ram me?
ones already.
Truck it. I will run you over.
Well, you know trucks should not stop if they ever lose control by going downhill, so just keep going. You can't just jam on the brakes.
See? I tried to tell him. I tried. You can't say I didn't warn you.
Pen has spoken.
Go ahead and collect your material, because you're giving it away for free.
With Cody on here, I think like we need to sing the Rubber Duck song, you know. We got a brand new convoy trucking through the night.
It's not letting me zoom in on that. I'm nowhere near the star. It's a dot. How am I too close?
Oh, it sucks that I ran myself out of targets.
Well,
Pick up the materials.
Pick up the materials, and if they're still not there, head back to the nearest station, pay off that fine.
There's a canister of limpets.
Oh God, don't pick that up
Canister of limpets.
because somebody dropped it. Do not pick it up.
Yeah, it might be mine.
No, it's illicit cargo. Actually, you're in a Python. You could just pick it up and drop it off at the nearest black market. But it's not worth it if it's only a limpet.
Already done my black markets.
You got them all done now?
How big is this other star?
Yo, wait for me. I'm coming.
Small.
Type 9, deadly. You just hold on to that hall there, buddy. I'm coming. I want to get my shot in.
Wait. Is he wanted? It could be a minor.
He's wanted. Oh, no, he's not. Yeah, he's not wanted. I'm glad you asked.
Remember, you're in
Okay,
high res.
my thing is, like, the system authorities were shooting him.
They do some weird stuff. Just be sure that if it doesn't say wanted, don't shoot.
Yeah, I'm not. What? Come on. Come on, courier. Sit still for a minute so I can scan you for crying out loud. Jeez Louise.
That's odd. I found this time of the content that basically has the atmospheric mixture that Earth does, but it's not terraformable.
Probably too cold.
Oh,
There's
actually,
your buddy.
that might be a reason.
Cargo scoop.
Or too hot.
Or too hot, yeah, either way.
Frame shift drive.
It's actually within the terraformable range too.
4,
Let's
3, 2, 1. Engage.
Or the gravity's too high.
Yeah, it's too hot. 233
Holy crap.
Kelvin.
Wait,
Oh, I thought that was an anaconda. I got excited.
no, that's a little cold, Philip.
Oh, that's cold?
0 Kelvin is 300 below Celsius. So
Oh, okay.
that's basically an ice planet. You know, it's not quite an ice planet, but it's pretty darn close.
It's weird. It's the closest
Oh my
thing to
God!
the
Please tell me he was.
star.
Oh.
It's an F star right in the
Yeah.
terraformable range.
Well, apparently not quite, because it needs to be 320 Kelvin to be,
Okay.
or around 320 Kelvin.
Why is it so cold then? It's only 740 light seconds from the star.
What type of star?
F, I believe.
No, it needs to be a little further, or a little. I'm not sure. I don't know what the habitable zone
no,
is.
my bad. It's K.
Oh, 10? Yeah, that'll be
Okay,
outside.
Never mind. Yeah. It
Cody?
looked like enough, so I thought it was enough, but no, it's K.
Yeah,
That explains things.
yeah. K does not have a very large habitable
Yeah.
zone.
Yeah.
Cody, what'd you do?
It got really busy. What am I up
Yeah.
to now?
I don't know.
27% now.
That's 3% more. Keep going.
And I got some more fines. That's good. That's good. I'm doing my job.
Well, But they
And
give you
1.7,
5
almost
gold.
1.8 million.
That looks like a big star.
Trace, you're going to have to teach him how to shoot without getting fines.
Yeah, it just comes with experience, learning not to shoot, only hit your target. Nobody else.
Well, see,
I never had
that's
a
what
problem.
I'm not hitting anybody else.
We heard you got several fines.
It's fines by Pilots Federation local branch.
Yeah, you're in Shinrata.
But,
That's
it's definitely the security forces.
Yep, and all that means is you're hitting either civilians or security when you have a valid target lined up.
That also
Okay,
means
see,
that
now
you
that
should...
may have been where I got it from.
But
Because
it also
when I
means
first
that you're going to have...
started shooting... Go ahead, Lynn.
No, I was going to say, I think you also have to go... Can he go back to Shinrata and pay them, or does he have
Yes,
to
he
go
can.
to an interstellar?
Nope, he can go back. It's a fine. He can pay at Shinrata. He will have anonymous access. Yeah, if he gets a bounty, he's got to get the hell out.
Okay.
So just, you just want to be careful. Make sure you only hit the guy you're trying to hit.
But I do feel for you, because I've griped to Trace about, I wish them damn security ought get out of the road, because you're going to hit them.
Yeah. And especially when you're using...
What happened there? Let's see here.
It's especially hard with multi-cannons and other projectiles.
Yeah. I think what happened on that one is the fact that I started shooting the guy. I knew he was wanted because the system authorities were going after him, but I started shooting before my scan went off.
Oh, yeah, that's a no-no.
It's a good thing it went off before he died.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
If it didn't finish before he died, he would have actually gotten a bounty of 4,000, and the system authority would have turned on you.
Yep.
Oh, that's always fun. It's
Yeah.
a good time.
So you always want to make sure that scan completes and he reads his wanted.
I have actually seen the security forces turn against one of their own and blow them up because they accidentally shot and hit somebody innocent, and I couldn't figure it out. Why are they shooting their own people?
Wait. You mean the cops, the NPCs that are controlled by the background sim can turn on each
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It happens.
Oh, that's interesting.
But he also won't be wanted, so you can't fire at him.
Only the security guys can fire at him.
Yeah, I've seen that happen a couple of times. I'm like, okay, fine.
I've turned around there and aimed at him and think, oh damn, that's an Elite Anaconda. But it says security on it. It says not wanted. Oh, but they're shooting at him. Oh, look at his hole go down. Damn, I want to shoot. Don't do it.
Yeah, as soon as you do it, they're gonna all be after you.
It's like in Waterworld.
Look, Viper, it's just not your day, buddy. It's just not your day. Unless you keep flying around like a damn monkey. Will you stop already? Come
Getting
on.
out of FTL.
Come Come on, system. Get out of the way. See, I'm doing shit here. Gonna do your job for you. Thank you. I'll take my money. A dangerous Imperial Eagle wanted. Fishy, 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 fishy. Oh, hey.
Somebody watches Sesame Street, or used to.
Yeah.
That'll never work. Oh, sure it will. Let me show you, Bert. Here, fishy, 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 fishy. Oh, God. I love that episode.
Cargo scoop retracted.
The water was there flammable.
3, 2, 1, engage.
I loved it every time Ernie would do something that messed up Bert's worldview.
He did that every episode, though, didn't he?
No, some of the episodes,
They're all good.
well, you know, a bunch of the episodes were, Ernie just being Ernie. Like, the rubber ducky episode where he's just, sitting in the bathtub with his rubber ducky.
That's the one where they sing the Rubber Ducky song, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And then there's Bert's song, The Pigeon. Doing the pigeon. But every once in a while, well, actually, probably about half the time, Ernie would come in and Bert's be like, Ernie, why do you have a banana in your ear? No, it keeps away the alligators. There aren't any alligators here. Oh, see how well it's working? Or he'd do, the calling the fish skit or whatever. I mean, there were a whole bunches of them. The only two I can really remember where he's just messing with Bert were well, actually, he had two with bananas and one calling the fish. I remember one role-playing group I was in where was a game that was called Ars Magica that was very much, throws game balance between the classes out the window and just admits, mages are powerful, damn it. And one of the spells that I made was a spell to basically create food by creating fish.
That's sensible.
That's sensible, yes. And the mnemonic I used for it was "Here, fishy, 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 fishy," which cracked everybody up. Because, of course, everybody was somewhere around my age, and they all, basically recognized it from Sesame Street. So everybody just cracked up. It was great. Disengage.
Exiting hyperspace.
Cargo scoop deployed. Programming in metro. Programming in metro.
It's so hard to see the numbers with the trillion stars. Turning my screen basically spotted white and black.
Mm-hmm.
Mind you, the numbers are ticking down constantly, so they're not exactly staying the same number either.
Cargo scoop retracted. Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
I found something odd the other day. A bunch of something odd. You know how rocky moons tend to be too small to have rings?
Tend to, yes, tend to.
Yes.
That's a great word.
I found, yes, tend to. I found 4 so far. Rocky moons with rings.
Yep.
And I got 3. I took screenshots of 3 of them. The second one I didn't because I didn't think it would turn into anything major, but then I just kept finding more. I'm like, well, I'll screenshot these 2, post it on the forums when I get back to the bubble or something,
Yep.
and in the credit.
Oh, you'll remember that one system I was in that had a pair of metal-rich bodies that were Earth-sized with rings,
Yeah.
orbiting each other.
Yeah, that's rare too, yeah.
That's, I mean, in 6 years of playing this game, that's the first time I've seen that.
Yeah, you'll find icy bodies like that, but too high metal content are rare.
No. Not high
similar
metal
to that.
content. Not metal-rich bodies. The ones that are
Oh, ooh.
Earth-sized metal-rich bodies.
That's a small metal-rich body.
No, that's a huge. Metal-rich bodies are usually less than half the size of the moon.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, metal-rich bodies are usually tiny.
Wow, I've been finding huge metal-rich bodies. Most of them tend to be huge, I find.
Those are usually high metal content are larger. The metal-rich bodies are usually no more than a couple of kilometers in diameter.
Oh, I've been finding some big ones.
Well, you've gotten lucky. They're not that common. Of course, it may be star region dependent, and I haven't spent a lot of time in Odin's Hold.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's true.
So I don't know. Odin's Hold may have a bunch. Disengage.
Yeah.
Disengage.
Actually, there's actually more red-rich bodies in this region than any other region I've found so far. They're almost to the point of being common.
Wow.
Yeah. I haven't found one in like 2 jumps, so maybe I'm out of there. I'm just not getting lucky, or I'm getting bad luck, I should say. But like watch my stream tonight. It's like 10 jumps in a row were had metal-rich bodies in them.
Yeah, but how big were they? You know.
They were pretty big. I didn't check. The graphical representation on the system map is wonky as hell in the least.
Yeah, what you want to pay attention to is how many probes. How many probes it takes to cover them.
Well, I didn't probe them, but if I had, I've also discovered something. It looks like in a patch, the last patch this game got, they removed 5 probe designations and turned them into 6 probes.
I've never seen a 5 probe designation, but that's okay.
Oh, you never? I could have sworn I found 5 probes before.
Oh, maybe you have, but I've never found one that was 5. I found 2s, 4s, and 6s.
Yeah, I found 2s. Those are rare, but they're generally Rocky Moons. If they.
Oh, that's one of the more common sizes for the metal rich. Is 2. They're usually either 2 or 4.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, then I would get very lucky.
Normally they're 2 with an occasional 4. If you get one that's a 6 prober, that's amazing.
I've had ones that were 7 probers.
7's not a valid number.
What do you mean?
2, 4, 6, 8 before it starts getting odds.
I find 7s all the time.
Really?
7 probes is a valid number, yes. Just not common with.
Oh, never mind. You're right. You're right. 7 is. Yep, you're right.
8 exist, but they're rare. And I don't think 9s are a thing, though.
I found 9s.
9s
I haven't seen any 1s, 3s, and I don't think I've seen any 5s.
Okay.
But I mean, they may be out there. I may just not have seen them.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot out in the galaxy.
Yep.
Technically, I suppose it's possible. It's you know, that there's a 3.
I never seen 3s either. And frankly, I don't see a point of there being 3s because the difference between a 2 and a 4 probe is so small anyway.
Right. But I mean, I suppose technically it's possible.
Yeah. Although I think they also lowered the possibility of finding an 8th prober planet, or they rolled that into another number or something.
Well, it's possible they changed the form, you know, the calculation a little bit. Or it's possible you're just not finding any in that size range, which is also highly possible.
Ooh, we have a rare. Looks like one possibly either one big water world or 2 water worlds.
Once you start getting up beyond, you know, 6 or 8,
yeah, the numbers don't seem to make sense. They just pick one of the three numbers, depending on how huge it is.
Well, I mean, it's entirely dependent on radius.
Yeah, but I found two gas giants.
Yep.
One was like 10, whatchamacallit,
Disengage.
5 Earth sizes bigger, yet
Exiting
was the
hyperspace.
same size as the other one. So, I mean, so it seems like the amount of probes needed has a limit.
No, it's entirely dependent on the radius, and it's just a math calculation.
Okay. Then the one I found that was like 733 times the size of Earth, being only 25 prober. That doesn't seem right to me.
That sounds right.
Really?
Yep.
I thought it would be more.
Nope.
Okay.
Remember, it's not volumetric, it's surface area.
Yeah, that's true.
So it doesn't, the number of probes needed doesn't go up as fast as you might think with the radius because it's surface area, not volume.
Yeah.
But it's just math.
Yep.
And at the smaller numbers, I mean, the difference between 2, 3, and 4 really isn't a whole lot because, the surface area on these probes, on a standard probe, is a certain area, and the difference between 2, 3, and 4 really isn't that much.
No.
Once you start getting above 6, well, yeah, then you have a distinct size.
Yep.
And you have more planets that sort of exist in that range, so you have a greater variation. And then, gas giants could be any size.
Yeah.
Well, any size up to a certain point, at which point they collapse into a brown dwarf. But
I doubt they can get higher than like 1,000 times the size of Earth. I haven't seen them.
well, haven't seen them doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
Yeah, but on the other hand, those things like white stars tend to be like around that size. So I'm wondering.
Right. So once it converts, gets enough mass to become a brown dwarf, well, it collapses into a brown dwarf, and but there is overlap in that size range because becoming a brown dwarf is a computation of mass.
Yeah, it's not exactly size.
Oh, it's not size at all. It's entirely mass.
No. Yeah.
Because you require a certain mass to collapse a gas giant into a brown dwarf, which means
And
there's a.
different gases have different weight.
You have to have enough mass that it lights off, and fusion starts.
Oh damn, that's closer than I thought it was.
Are we having a loop of shame?
No, wait, what the hell?
Where'd
I'm
Cody
not
go?
for shaming. That's, I don't know how.
He probably got tired of listening, or he blowed up. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. I was watching videos.
Now he's offline.
Oh, okay. He must have crashed then.
Must have crashed.
Who's
Disengage.
offline?
Exiting hyperspace.
Who was on here with us, Phil?
Cody.
Okay.
Oh, yes, Sam. Cody isn't here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, look at all these good things.
Okay. Clarification. I just been however long you guys have been talking, reviewing videos, going back and looking. On January 24th, Philip, you were in the wing with us. Same way with January the 25th. January the 26th, you came on when Darkwing was on, but I wasn't on.
Okay.
From the 27th to the 30th, you have no videos to video to see whether you were on or not.
Yeah, that's probably when the whole OBS and stuff went down.
But anyways, January the 31st, you came on. Darkwing was on, but I wasn't on. And then from February the 1st on till today, you've been playing in solo.
Cargo scoop retracted. Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3.
And not always does Trace invite me in. Usually I type into his YouTube chat, "Good evening, Commander, I'm here."
Okay.
And that's when I know to go check.
Oh. Okay.
So you got your feelings butt hurt for no freaking reason whatsoever, except you don't use your head, decide something to hang a hat on it. And I'm done with the discussion.
And just so you know, Philip, I'm going to be, after the stream, I'm going to be logging the duck in, just so when the carrier moves, he's logged in and gets the experience.
And so am I. But
What
it's
do you
just
mean
so that...
get the
Wait,
experience?
time out, Philip. But and so am I. I'm leaving Lindeb on. But what it is as long as you're online and that carrier jumps, every system that carrier jumps to, you get cartographic credit for it.
Oh,
That's the
okay.
only
You
reason
don't
why.
have to get off it or anything?
Nope. Nope. You get
okay.
everything that you would get without
Be
honking.
honked.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Without honking.
Yep.
Okay.
So you get the star, you get a couple of near planets, a little bit of credits for each system you go through.
Oh, okay.
But the only time I
leave
ever...
your computer's on,
Yeah.
just the
Yep.
game on all day, okay?
Right, but it don't mean we're on.
Yeah,
So
I
if
get
you text to us and we don't answer you, it's not because we're ignoring you, it's because we're not around the computer.
Yep.
But, and when I type to Trace into stream chat, when it's streamed, it's because I don't want to log on to Elite, because I can leave a message for him on Elite, but he'll never get it. We chat between streams on the stream thing, but the only thing I ever type in there is, I'm having bad weather and I may not be on, or I have a headache and I may not be on. Because I know that he's, we got something planned to do. It lets him know not to wait around for me. Go do what you need to do. But just remember this. I don't need nobody to fight my fights.
Cargo scoop retracted. Frameshift drive charging. Ready to engage. 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Hell, Philip, she was a construction worker. If she couldn't hold, she wouldn't have lasted in that business if she couldn't hold her own against some of the orneriest guys you've ever seen. Because every time she'd end up with a new crew, of course, it's the little old lady. The little lady. The little lady. And then she hands their asses to him.
Well, as long as she doesn't wear makeup and and like wears a hard hat or something.
You don't get it. It's I've met construction workers. They're an interesting group of people, and they have zero respect for women of any type. It's like, oh, a little lady trying to be a tomboy. Oh, isn't that cute? And then she hands his ass to him. Yeah. Lynn is one tough cookie.
I don't know whether I should ask why or what. I left and went and got me a cup of coffee and a candy bar after I got done. Just leave it like that. I'll replay.
Well, I was reminding Philip that you were a construction worker.
Well, I got pissed. I got pissed because he thought that I got pissed because he was talking that shit, thinking that I was a little girl, that I had to have some big boy fight my fights. And it's like, it doesn't matter. I can call you an asshole right to your face and don't think nothing of it.
Disengage.
But when you try to say that we went behind your back and do something, that pisses me off, and I'm going to call you out right in public, right online, live. I don't go for that shit.
Yep.
Optics didn't look good.
That was because you're too stupid to use your brain. I would have asked. I would have messaged. Do you all have a problem with me?
Yeah, if we haven't invited you on, some particular night you're on, just drop a message either in the stream or in the send a direct message in the game. If we're actually there, it's just we didn't notice you came on.
Cargo scoop retracted.
Well, all people know that if you're in your FSS, you don't see nobody on.
Drive charging.
If you're in the middle of fighting and you're watching the enemy, you can't see who's coming on. And for him to get butthurt and then go to blaming that, just because him and I can't get along, I went and talked to Trace to have him kicked off the group, is bullshit.
No,
I did say I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
Well, then you should have asked before you opened your mouth.
If Lynn gets annoyed at you, she's gonna come right after you anyway.
Yeah.
So, she'll stick up for herself. You'll know if she gets too pissed off because she'll let you know it. But,
Do you annoy me? Abso-fucking-lutely.
Oh, evidently me just calling out the planets I discovered annoys you for some reason.
After the 5,554 million planets that you called out, absolutely. Especially when we're trying to do something else in a different system, trying to communicate back and forth.
I only call out the notable discoveries.
yeah, I know, but doing it every one, especially, when we're in combat and we're trying to communicate in combat so that we don't get in each other's way.
When you're clearly in a battle and
Disengage.
talking to each other in the context of a battle, I actually tend to not say anything.
No, you don't. Not until I tell you to shut up first.
Wait until there's a break in between your speech before I say something.
Programming the input drone.
I've lost count of how many times I've told you to be quiet. We're fighting.
At any rate, let's drop it. It's not worth.
Yep. What the hell? How am I still 14 jumps away? Something's not right.
Because you've had your head up your ass jumping around in a circle.
No, that must be the plotter screwing up or something. Because I'm just going along the course that it's set.
If you go into your galaxy map, it changes your course every time.
Not every time.
Pretty much. But not every time, but a lot of the time it does. And it has to do with rotations and things and stars, where a star will rotate out of alignment and you can't jump into that system without getting in between a binary pair or something like that. So it's not a bad thing that it does it, but it can be annoying because you can route, if there's a key system and it has to route you based on your star selections. It has to route you around, an extra 100 light years. Sometimes that can get annoying.
Yeah.
All right, so now where am I relative to the carrier that I want to get to?
Do I have my beacon on? I may not. Nope, I don't. There you go.
Okay, that will help.
Sorry, boss.
No problem. Okay.
And you guys haven't had a problem up until this point?
Problem doing what?
Up until what point with what?
Aren't you two flying together?
No, Lynn's actually sitting on the carrier because she's got a full hold of stuff for the engineers at Colonia.
Okay.
She's on here just for the social interaction.
I got 10 tons of osmium and 200 units of progenitor cells. I'm not going to go out there and just daydream in a system.
Yeah. We all know what kind of luck happens then.
Yeah. Interdiction. And then she goes and loses a unit of osmium and she's got to go mine it again. Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
No,
It's
thank
such
you.
a common material, it's not so common.
Well, it depends. In one area, I found a lot of it when I wasn't looking for it. When I was looking for it, you can't find it worth a shit.
Yeah.
I mean, one day in 2.5 hours, I had 150 tons of it, and I sold it because I wasn't ready for it yet.
Yeah.
I didn't want to keep 10 tons around. When I needed 10 tons, it took me 15 minutes, but it took poor Trace 45 minutes.
In the same ring.
In the same ring. In the same,
same
almost the same freaking spot.
Oh, really?
I just didn't find the particular,
1%.
the particular asteroids. I just didn't find them. And so I found it, 2s, 1s, 3s. I finally found a 5 and a 6 and a 7, which got me a couple. And then I found the 31, which finished it off. But
See, Duck is on here with me with the same hull loadout. He's got 200 progenitor cells and 10 osmium because on down-to-earth astronomy's carrier, there's over 1,000 ships on this thing going to Colonia for one thing, engineers.
Wait, wait, fleet carriers have no limit to how many ships can be on?
nope.
Oh,
Only ships that are stored.
It's
okay.
yeah, you could store 40 ships per commander.
Oh, wow. Damn, okay.
Which is, of course, 2 more ships than you can actually
Yeah.
have.
But we're sitting here with full hulls, and no, we're not going to get out there and skip around, but Trace he's got another cutter that he's trying to, it's just for mining, So he needs some more data and some more materials because he's going to ship both Darkwing and Trace out there, drop off Trace and his courier. Darkwing's going to finish his engineers out there and then come back. And then Trace is going towards courier. His carrier.
Yeah. I'm going to go drop this mining cutter off at my carrier. I got to go pick up a collector limpet controller over by Sagittarius A at Explorer's Anchorage, and then head out to the carrier, and I'll be shipping my courier out to the carrier to fly back.
Wait, but isn't your carrier like 65,000 light years out there?
55, yeah.
From the bubble. From the bubble.
Okay, but it's
But
still
Colonia
like
makes
30,
it a whole lot closer.
Yeah, it's only 35 from Colonia.
Yeah. Are you going to be able to make it there and back in time to catch the fleet carrier?
No,
back to the
but
bubble?
the courier courier that I'm sending out to it has a 50 light year jump range.
Oh, okay. So it won't take you all that long anyway.
No, and while I'm out there waiting for the courier to arrive, I'm going to mine tritium and put it on the carrier.
Okay. Well, I don't see a point in that since your carrier's not going anywhere. Oh, wait, or do you mean, what's it, down-to-earth astronomy's carrier?
No, but 5 years from now, I might want to move the carrier.
Oh, okay.
And not
Fair
only
enough.
that, but when he gets to his carrier and he calls it, when he gets to his carrier and his cutter, and he calls the courier, it's going to take close to 150 hours or so for that courier to get to his ship.
Might
Instead
as well
of sitting
do
there
something.
twiddling his damn thumbs, he's going
Yeah.
to be productive and fill up his carrier.
Okay.
It's called killing 2 or 3 birds with one stone.
Your carrier's been out there for almost a year now, right?
I'll have to look.
Didn't get there to October, did it?
Yeah, I mean, it took us a while to get it out there.
Oh, okay.
We
And then-
left here June 10th.
Yeah. So it's been it was left here June 10th. It's been in existence for about 8 months, and 6 of those was getting it out there, or maybe not. It's what it'd take us 3 months to get it out there, or something like that.
It would have been 3 months, but we waited around, and then you got on with
DSSA.
Deep State. Yeah, and
Yeah.
you had to wait for them to come back with you with an answer of where they really wanted you.
Mm-hmm.
So we piddled around for a week mining, or 3 or 4 days mining before they finally got back to you, and they gave you a choice, and you picked that, and because of the location near the
Exclusion
launch
zone, yeah.
system, and also because it was another way to Beagle Point only if you had a good enough ship.
Right.
So, yeah. But one day he may want to move it for another
Okay.
distance world thingy bobber, or good knows what's going to happen in 4 years, And if he don't have tritium, he ain't going to go far.
Wow, that's still in the terraformable zone, huh? 2,300 light seconds away almost.
Well, remember the terraformable star is different for terraformable range is different for every
Yeah,
star,
I know.
and the hotter stars it's further out.
Yeah, this one, which is, I think it's, A?
Yep.
I think it's an A. They go to like 25 or so. It's like it's between 1,500 and 25, right around there.
Yeah.
So it's pretty wide.
Yeah, and it does differ on each star based on the exact temperature of the star.
Yep.
And not only that, until you get in that little tool there that shows you exactly how it's all orbiting everything,
Yeah.
you have no clue. It may be the closest to the main star, but opposite of where you are at.
Well, I found terraformables orbiting brown dwarfs just because they cross close enough to an actual living star, actual real star, not something that's about to collapse into a black hole or something.
Okay.
That's close enough that it crosses into it.
Disengage.
Exiting hyperspace.
Open hailing frequencies.
Requesting docking permission.
Really? It selected you instead of selecting the carrier.
And I don't have no landing pad. Sorry, boss. I guess how are we gonna do this since we're on the carrier for the next day or so? Sit here and narrate as we go by these systems. And on your left.
Actually, tomorrow at stream
That would be possible if you.
tomorrow at stream time, we will be at the Collection of Wonders.
Oh, well, yeah, Trace can get off.
Yep.
Darkwing
Deploy landing gear.
is kind of stuck to the belly of the
Landing gear
carrier.
deployed.
Well, no, there won't be. You could actually go off because there's not going to be any NPCs.
Oh, that's right. Maybe. I left he'd follow the carrier out.
How long is the carrier going to remain at this midway stop?
Overnight.
About 6 hours. Yeah, about 6 hours.
Oh, okay.
Let's see.
I will be back in just a moment.
Okay. It leaves the bubble at 2 a.m. my time, and it arrives at the Collection of Wonders at 11 a.m. And then it leaves the Collection of Wonders at 2 a.m. again, so what is it, 11 a.m., 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. About 10 hours it's going to remain there. And then we arrive in Colonia, where we all jump off. And then it's going to go on a bonus excursion to the world of death. And then it's going to be there for about 6-8 hours.
Death out there?
On the other side of Colonia, yes.
Oh,
About
okay.
610 light years. And then it's coming back to Colonia. And then it's going to do another bonus excursion going to the 11G planet, which is about 2,347 light years from Colonia. And then it's coming back to Colonia, and then we load up on it and head back towards the bubble.
Hopefully you get there in time
Get there in time for what?
to hitch a ride back
Since
to the
I only
bubble.
have 2 engineers, I'm going to do them and then come back and park on the carrier.
Okay.
He's going to be there
Okie dokie.
He's going to be there for like 10 hours.
So let me pull it up. Route to Colonia. 8 a.m. server time. Which is actually in 5 hours. The carrier's going to leave. It
Is
will.
it 3:07 your time in game?
It's 10 something right now.
No, I'm asking him his game clock. Does it say
307. Yeah, 307. It's the same for everybody.
So, okay, so it doesn't matter. East, Central, Pacific, it's
Right.
the same time.
Right.
Okay.
So 8 o'clock server 8 o'clock game time, which is in 5 hours.
Okay.
The carrier is going to leave. It will arrive at Collection of Wonders at 1700, which is before the stream tomorrow. So it's like noon.
11 a.m. for me.
11 a.m. for you, noon for me. It won't leave there until 8 a.m. Friday, server time.
Okay.
So,
It's a little confusing, Philip, because how Elite works. It's already like the 25th.
Yeah.
right.
Because it's UK time.
Yep, it GMT.
Yep.
So it's, server, the game time is the same for everyone, which is why Down to Earth is using game time as his
Yeah, so
clock.
no one misses it by accident.
Right. So it's, a known time. You could do your own offset. In fact, on his Discord, he puts up a direct link to a time converting site.
Which isn't really needed if you're just going off in-game time anyway.
Well, unless you want to be on game all the time to figure out what time he's leaving.
Right.
No.
But because I know where my offset to the game, I know exactly. I could just look at it and subtract 5.
Yep.
Game time is my time is game time minus 5.
Yep.
Most of the time, depending on the conjunctions of daylight savings.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's 4, but most of the time it's 5. So,
But he's giving you enough time at each one of these excursions to explore, 8 hours, 10 hours, and then get your butt back and get on the carrier and be ready to go.
Yep. And it just so happens that our stream time, or my stream time, is in the time where on each of these things the carrier is at the location I need it to be. So that's good. So, then he's got these minor excursions from Colonia to the World of Death, Colonia to Death Planet, the 11G planet, and then back to Colonia.
There's 11G planet? Where's that?
KYLOAAL CLY G1518.
Ooh. A very ominous name for that system.
I believe that Down to Earth Astronomy has a video where he actually either landed or tried to land on it.
Oh, he landed safely.
What did he land in?
Oh, he just had an A-rated thrusters.
Okay.
He had dirty drives, drag drives. He had maxed out thrusters and just landed. I mean, he also.
He came in shallow though. He didn't come in no steep. It was shallow.
Oh yeah, he came in shallow.
Glided.
He came in shallow. He's a decent pilot, and he pulled off the landing. He even pulled it off FA off.
Oh, nice.
Like I said, he's a good pilot. He's actually gotten a lot better since he started practicing things with FA off. Anyway, yeah. So I've got his full schedule, and I hope to get all my engineering done. Hopefully, I'll get it done in 1 2-hour session, and then get to go see the World of Death. And
Try to land, honey.
oh no, I'm not gonna. My ship doesn't have good enough thrusters.
But
Well, I just got those
your
two
cutter?
engineers.
No.
Courier, I mean.
Oh no, the Trice is not going there. Trice is good. Trice has got enough stuff to do.
Okay. So it's just Darkwing then?
This just Darkwing's going to go to that, yeah. And
Okay.
I don't see him getting off and trying that on his Conda. I just don't see that happening.
Oh, he's in the Nakada?
Yeah.
Had
And
to have the haulage to haul the 200 progenitor cells and stuff.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yep.
Guess you don't have much choice in that.
No, and it's not fully engineered out, so, yeah.
But what I'm hoping for is when we get out there as soon as we land, get the two engineers that I lack out there done and up to grade 5, and then jump my butt back on the carrier. And that way I don't have to worry about trying to catch it going back to the bubble.
Well, luckily on the when he's going to between so let me see, 3-1 midnight server time. Midnight server time. We're 3 a.m. Okay, so at this time on the night that he's gonna head back, the carrier will be at Colonia. So this is the we'll be able to get on the carrier.
Midnight
No problem.
server time.
Midnight server time is when he arrives back from his second excursion. It's
Right, it's 6 p.m. my time.
right. So during either of the two streams, there'll be a decent opportunity to get on the carrier.
Right. Yeah, you may miss the World of Death, but yeah, you'll be there.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So let's see, carrier services. Actually,
The only thing that's going to take you any length of time out there is the 25 escape pods.
yeah, that doesn't take long though.
No.
Yeah, unless you have issues.
Well,
Half the
it's
time
not his
the
first time of
stupid
doing it.
escape pods get jammed into a spot you can't get to them.
Oh, I can't swap ships on the carrier for some reason.
Why not?
I don't know.
You should be able to.
You got anything in your cargo hold?
Oh, yeah, that would be why.
Oh, you probably have limpets on you.
I
or
got a whole
something.
ton of limpets on me. That's why I can't do
Yeah.
it. All right, that makes sense. Yeah, I'm not
I
gonna.
hate limpets.
All right, I guess I won't do any engineering on this till I get to. I was gonna engineer the other
Yeah.
chemical
Limpets
manipulator.
are the only thing in your storage. They should allow you to store the damn
They
thing.
will if the ship that you're going to transfer has enough storage to transfer the limpets over.
Yeah.
You can.
No, I didn't do that. Okay. All right, whatever. Gonna need a material trader, huh? Okay, great. Oh, I can do this one.
But I figured when we got out there, the first one I do is the 200 progenitor cells and get rid of them.
Yeah, no kidding.
And then do the 10 tons of osmium.
Yeah, because the osmium you can mine when you're out there. The progenitor cells are a pain in the behind to get.
Right.
Yeah, they're generally something you have to buy from a market, which may or may not be available out there.
There's only one market out there that sells them.
And that's the reason why Down to Earth Astronomy advised everybody to buy them here in the bubble. That way, in case, because 1,000 ships going out there, they don't have enough supply.
Yeah, that's for sure.
I think he figured it up, and the Oni would have enough for 180 commanders, and he's got 1,000.
Holy crap, that's a huge high metal content world. It's 12 and a half times the size of Earth.
Nice. Alrighty, it is after 10 o'clock, so I'm going to call it a night here. You know, like I said, for anyone who happens to be in my friends list and in game, I will be leaving Darkwing on overnight, so that when the carrier moves, I get the exploration data. And we will pick this up again at the normal 8 p.m. time tomorrow night. And I'm hoping to have a Darkwing stream in ahead of that to go get exploration data for the Collection of Wonders, which is a lovely, if highly expensive system. So I will scan that and maybe one or two systems nearby before getting back on the carrier again. I think Trice has already been there, but I'll double check. And if he hasn't been there, I'll go scan it with him afterwards. But we'll pick this stream up 8 p.m. Eastern Time as normal, and hopefully Darkwing a little before that. But that's pretty much all I got time for tonight. And I'd like to thank everyone who came along for the ride this evening. It was great having you all along. And tomorrow, well, we'll be at the Collection of Wonders with the D2EA North Star carrier. And thank you, Down to Earth, for planning this trip. That's all for now. This is Trice Majestus signing out.